Hey, it's Christy, and let's talk about the First Time Homebuyer Act. Thanks for being with me on another video. The First Time Homebuyer Act has just gone from proposal to bill as of April 26th. But there's a couple of requirements that you need to make sure that you understand and you know if you're planning on being a first-time homeowner in 2021. So this goes into effect whether you've bought or you're getting ready to buy, as long as you've bought in January 1st, 2021 moving forward. So if you've just purchased your home, you can still be grandfathered into this. So it allows up to 10% of your purchase price, or $15,000, whichever is the max, for you to have a tax credit. What's important to know is it has to be your primary residence, and you cannot sell your home or turn it into a rental property in those first 4 years, or you will wind up having to repay some of those taxes. So it can actually penalize you if you are out of that first home in the first 4 years. I'm also going to put a link here where you can find the area median price for your own area, because it's capped at 110%. So in the area that I'm in, the median price is $225,000. So we can only add $22,500 to that purchase price as the ceiling. And if you've bought a home over that, you may not qualify for this tax credit. So this is a very different bill that was passed. It was part of Joe Biden's promises in his campaigning for presidency, but there was actually a different proposal made by somebody else. It was a different person in politics that was actually proposing a $25,000 grant that would give you money towards your down payment and closing costs if you were a first-time home buyer and a first-generation homeowner. In other words, your parents hadn't owned a home. So that hasn't become anything as of the time of this recording. So just wanted you to know that there are two different things going on. There was a proposal for an actual down payment grant of up to $25,000, and this one is a tax credit that has become a bill. So it doesn't help you when you go to buy a home, because it doesn't give you the down payment monies or money towards closing costs in this very, very competitive market that we are in right now. But should you be so lucky to be able to buy your home, if you are under that area median price on the home, and also 160% of your area's median income. I know where I'm at, it's just over 60,000, so you can go 160% above that. So you take whatever your median income price is, multiply it by 60%. I'll put an example on the screen for you to see how to calculate that quite easily. And as long as your household income is below that, then you should be able to qualify for the tax benefits. So there's a lot of excitement around this tax bill from some politicians and different leaders saying that this is just one element of a big, bold housing agenda that they want to bring forward to help make housing more affordable. So this is the first tax credit that has come out since 2008 that was part of the Housing and Economic Reform Act after a really terrible 2007, right? So 1.5 million people took advantage of that tax credit, and it started off as $7,500 and then went as high as $8,000. But that was a very different housing market that we were working with. There were so many people that were getting foreclosed on. There were short sales happening. So there were a ton of homes to choose from at really beautiful and low purchase prices. 2008 was a very, very different situation than what we're in now. Although it was a really incredibly challenging time economically, there were a ton of homes on the market to choose from as well. Where right now I've read that we're somewhere between 7 and 11 home buyers for every house that is listed on the market. There's just over 1 million homes on the market right now for sale across the entire United States, and there's a lot more home buyers than just 1 million. So Sunny Shaw, the president of the National Association of Housing and Redevelopment Officials, which is a housing trade association, says this, and I quote, "The refundable tax credit proposed in the bill would increase home ownership among low and moderate income Americans, especially those from marginalized communities with historically low home ownership rates." So although I'm grateful that there's this tax credit, I don't think it's going to have the kind of bang in the buck that we need to see, that a grant or a down payment assistance fund or something along those lines that would be able to help more people get into more homes, because they'll then have that cash money as a down payment. That's the largest struggle, at least in my world with the people I'm speaking with, is coming up with a down payment that then will allow them to have a payment that is comfortable for their household to sustain. And in the middle of this crazy seller's market, sellers are asking top dollar and getting it because there are so many buyers standing in line. If you don't want to pay it, get out of the way, because somebody's standing behind you willing and ready to pay it. And that is further putting fuel on the fire that's making it even more difficult to enter into home ownership. So I think it's just going to create this even larger divide from people who are able to enter the home ownership market and not. Although interest rates are still beautifully low, that helps with that affordability of homes. Home prices have just skyrocketed so much, which really essentially offsets that savings that you have in a lower interest rate compared to years earlier. So I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts? Are you excited about this? Is it something that you're looking forward to and going to take advantage of? Is having a tax credit not really beneficial for you, because until you have the down payment assistance money, you can't actually become a homeowner to take advantage of the tax credit? I'd love to know where you stand on it, either in your own world or just your thoughts on this becoming a bill and what kind of effect it might have on our housing situation and helping more renters become homeowners. I'm curious to know what you're thinking, and I'd love to hear from you. Put your comments below. Thanks so much for watching another video, and until next time, my friends, stay well.